So I'm at my father's and I thought I would take a video of this. I think this is so much better than an outdoor boiler. So it's not just an indoor wood fire furnace type of thing. Let's show you what it does. So it's got this catchment area above. So that's just a hollow insulated tin area. And that has ductwork that goes to the second floor. We're in the basement, and it goes to the third floor. And it's got fans at the end of those pipes, so it can suck air from this area up, the heated air up into the rest of the house. So it's kind of like a forced air system. And then now he's disconnected this because he reworked the furnace recently, but normally these pipes here run in and have a coil of piping inside the furnace. And this is full of water. It's fed by the tap. So as the cold water comes out of here, gets heated, and it passively warms up and comes out the higher pipe and goes up here and enters the tank at the top where the hottest water is. So this tank progressively gets hotter and hotter and hotter as the day goes on in the winter, to the point where they're not having to pay for any electricity. Now, you wouldn't want to rely on this solely because, you always want to have hot water. So then what happens here is the water is piped from the top of this tank into the intake of a traditional electric water tank. So before the electric water tank ever gets the water, it comes from the preheated tank here. If you happen to have cold water in this tank on a summer day like today, then you're not any different. You're just an electric water heater. But in the winter, that's full of piping hot water, and it runs into the hot water tank, and the hot water tank never needs to kick on because the water is always hot enough. And then, of course, this is just a barrel that looks like they've got some kindling ready to go there. And of course, they can control the air intakes here, and then they have a kindling box. So this, to me, is way better than outdoor because you're 100% of the heat is going towards what you need it to do, which is it heats the basement just by having a big furnace down here. And then it heats the second and third floor with the forced air. And then it heats all your water, so you never have to pay for hot water. It's a really cool system. And then to top it all off, all the firewood is collected for free off the beach. This property is on the water, and logs just roll up. And so he brings them up, he cuts them up, he splits them, he stores them for a few years, and then he burns them. So he never has to pay for heating his house or heating the water in his house. Pretty cool setup.